everybody, and welcome to BG Luxuries Lunch Bag Tuesday. Jana here. Right, okay, so today I'm going to be showing you some rare and unique Hermes as well as Chanel bags, okay, something that you wouldn't usually find or come across, right, okay, so if you know, these sort of underrated, under the radar, sort of not so popular models, right, okay, but you still get these beautiful, lovely quality pieces, right, okay. So what are some of the bags that we're talking about, right, okay. This could be like a discontinued model, right, okay. How about this one? Okay, so this is So Candy bag. Now this is very popular, but you know, it is a model that has actually been discontinued by Hermes. No longer find it directly in the boutiques, right? Okay, now this one is a beautiful color, brisk pearl, right? Okay, it's like a pearly grey, and there's a surprising pop of color inside. It's orange on the interior, as you can see there, right? Okay, palladium hardware. Now this is a size 22, right? Okay. So when you're talking about So Candy bags, right? Okay, now this is actually a shoulder carry bag. Let me show you. Okay, so see, it's a shoulder carry bag. The strap is adjustable. Right, okay, you can see the strap itself is adjustable. Right, okay, and this one is a bag and very fun, very spacious. Right, okay, so the So Candy bag is a discontinued model, like what I mentioned. Quite hard to find in the secondary and impossible to find in store because it is a discontinued model, right? Okay, so this particular one is from the year 2013, and the price for this right now is 6,880 Singapore dollars. Okay, 6880, right? Okay, so here available at the So Candy size 22. This is 22, yes. Okay, palladium hardware. Lovely piece. So bags like this are what's going to be featured in today's live show, right? Now another one that I want to share with you, right? Okay, this is called a Lindy Touch, right? Okay, now a Lindy Touch, right? Okay, it's well, I have it here in black, right? Okay, now a touch refers to models, right? Okay, so you can have a Lindy Touch, a Kelly Touch, and all, right? Okay, now basically it refers to a normal leather bag, right? Okay, it could be, in this case it's Clermont's leather, your Lindy here, right? But what happens is some details like the handle, the strap, the sangles, right? Okay, would be in exotic leather. There would be a touch of exotic leather. Look at that lovely black alligator there, right? Okay, what it does is it elevates this calf leather, or it could be Togo, it could be Clermont's leather, right? Okay, so the bag itself is in your usual cow leather. However, right? Okay, some part of the bag, in this case the strap, okay, is an exotic leather, so it just makes this a little bit special. It's called a Lindy Touch. This is a Lindy 26, as you can see there, gold hardware, right? Okay, so everything else, right? Okay, is in Clermont leather except for the here, right? Okay, the shoulder strap that you have here, right? Okay, and this is from the year 2021, so it's a relatively young bag, yeah, and it's a full set, comes with everything. And the price of this is 15,400 Singapore dollars. Okay, 15,400 Singapore dollars for this Lindy 26 black gold hardware. Rest of the bag is in Clermont's leather, but the strap below, shoulder strap, okay, is in alligator. How pretty is that, right? Okay, so it makes your bag a little bit more special, right? Okay, now talking about special, something that newly introduced by Hermes, right? Okay, and widely popular right now would be the mini her bag. Okay, look at this beautiful piece here, right? Okay, so this one, right? Okay, is an extra special mini her bag, right? Okay, now mini her bags itself highly sought after at the moment, right? Okay, but this particular one that we have here, right? Okay, a little bit more special. Why? It's an all black or so black, right? Okay, which means that even the hardware is black. So the meaning is basically a canvas body with a leather flap, leather long strap there, shoulder strap there. Everything is in black. Okay, let me remove the plastic. This is a brand new piece, as you can see. Right, okay, you see there? Right, okay, so the strap itself is black. The canvas also totally jet black. Okay, the black there. Palladium hardware works beautifully with this black. Okay, however, the sides, can we bring it up close so that you can look at that? Right, okay, so usually your side as well as your center, right, okay, would also follow the hardware. In this case, it's supposed to be palladium, like the zipper at the back, right, okay. However, this one is extra special because it's actually black enamel. Can you see that? Okay, look at that. So it's not shiny, right, okay, against the black bag. Yeah, okay, so the hardware itself, right, okay, is also matte enamel, black enamel, right? Okay, so that's what's so special about this gorgeous piece. So if you like these Hermes bags, but you don't like the shiny hardware that comes with, right? There are some people like that. You have this option of getting in black enamel, gorgeous. So the guys, okay, now this is a bag the guys can also enjoy, right? Okay, because it's a long strap. So you can actually cross-body this, right, okay, and see that. Right, and very, very user-friendly because it comes in the back pocket, right there. And it's just the perfect size, the mini her bag right now. So this one I have is a brand new piece from 2025, right, okay, this is a K stamp, right. Okay, so Hermes aficionados, if you're looking or wondering what's the current stamp, right, okay, 2025 stamp from Hermes is K, the letter K, right, and this is a full set, original receipt box, everything is there. Price on this is 7,960 Singapore dollars, okay, 7,960, okay, lovely, all black, mini her bag, right, okay. Now, if you like this, we've also got the mini her bag in colors like bronze as well as a black one. Okay, but this one is the rare, the hard to find piece because of the combination of black canvas, right? Okay, with black leather and the enamel. Okay, the hardware also got matte black enamel. Don't forget that, right? Okay, so this is a very unique design. Now talking about unique pieces, right, okay, as I'm putting this, another piece just caught my eye, right, okay. How many of you love mini bags, okay? I'm sure like that's almost more than 50% of my viewers right now, okay. What a mini brony. Look at that. Okay, now this mini brony is exquisite. Why? Okay, because it is in alligator, right? Look at that. And you can see that the piece itself, right? Because it's a mini bag, so what happens is the artisans can actually choose best part of the leather, crocodile leather that they get, right? Okay, and what that means is you get a beautifully symmetrical piece of exotic leather bag here. The beauty of a leather bag, right, okay, a lot depends on the grains, right, okay, or the scales in this case, right, okay. So the scales are most symmetrical, your crocodile and alligator bags, right, the more beautiful they are, right, okay. You can see here perfect symmetry, right, okay, and they can afford to do this because it is a mini bag, okay? So you need less leather, so they basically look at the whole piece of leather that's placed out in front of them. They take a look at the most beautiful parts, right, the most symmetrical part of the scales, and they use that for this mini boot, right, okay. Now the color, this is called vert dough, okay, or green water, right, okay. So literally translates to like the color of sea, right? Okay, so okay, as you can see there, it's a very pleasant shade of green with gold hardware, right? Okay, you can see the gold hardware, and this is 2021, right? Okay, now price on this is 30,250. Okay, one, because it's in a beautiful alligator skin here. Two, right, the color is stunning. It's a very, very rare shade to find, right? Okay, and three, mini bolide, right? Okay, again, it is a high after model, right? Okay, now, so for all these reasons, right? Okay, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece that I have here. Yeah, something like this, right? Okay, it's great as a wedding gift, for example, right? Okay, because of its uniqueness as well as its beauty, right? Okay, if you're going to be a guest, right? Okay, if you want to sort of make a grand impression, right? Okay, this is such a bag, right? Okay, now, like I said, the color is very, very easy to match. You can see the stitching, okay, on it. Look at the light green stitching as well on this lovely color, right? Okay, mini bolide with gold hardware, right? Okay, you can see the contrast of the gold. Okay, wow, so pretty. And price on this right now is 30,250 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, and used piece, right? Okay, from the year 2021, but as far as I can tell, this is in pristine, almost like new, right? Okay, handles and all that, right? Okay, yeah, beautiful. You can see, right? Okay, so this caught my eye as I was placing back the mini her bags. Okay. Ooh. So I'm going to be showing you these, hard to find, I would say, limited edition luxury bags. So everybody knows the Birkin, the Kelly, and the Constance, right? Okay, from Hermes, right? Okay, but there are many other bags or even variations to these models that you do not find that often, right? Okay, so talking about such a bag, let me get this one next. Okay, now Birkin 30, right? Okay, Birkin 30 black with gold hardware. So you can see there, right? Okay, so you'll be asking me, so what's special about this? Okay, let me take a step closer, and you notice immediately that the greens on this are stunning again, right? Okay, now the reason for that is this is a chef Birkin 30, right? Okay, from the 2020, right? Okay, so it's quite young. Beautiful Birkin 30 black chef leather. Now, chef leather is a leather again that ages really, really well. Reason for that is it is a leather. The more you use it, handle it, right? Okay, chef leather, the natural oils come out. You will get this sheen to it, right? Okay, so the more you use your bag, it actually becomes more beautiful. Now, for that reason, right? Okay, vintage bags in chef leather are stunning. Okay, it's almost like a shimmer that happens when you carry your bag. Okay? Now this one is from the year 2020. Okay, you can see the spine. Okay, at the back there, not so obvious, I have to say. Okay, but you can, when it catches the light, you can see the spine of the gold. Okay, now this is a characteristic of chef leather, and with the gold hardware in chef black. Okay, that is the combination that we want, right? Okay, now this piece is from 2020, and the cost of this is 27,650 Singapore dollars, right? Okay, Hermes usually does their small leather goods, the interior of their bags. Okay, all these parts actually come in chef leather, right? Okay, there's a reason for that, right? Your small leather goods and all that, right? It's something that you would actually handle on a day-to-day basis, okay? And also the interior that you actually be touching, to get your stuff and all that, right? So they know that, okay, because the more you handle, it comes into contact with this chef leather, it becomes prettier, right? Okay, it's got cleaner or that sheen that happens to it. So they want you to actually sort of handle these chef leather parts more, so that you can enjoy the beauty of the chef leather. Right, okay, so when you have a that is in chef leather, okay, you know you're in for a treat. Right, okay, as your ages, as you handle and you use the bag more, other leathers might become more dull and all, but in this case, right, your chef leather bag actually becomes beautiful. Okay, so this is a really hard time, what do you call that, leather, right, okay, in chef full. In fact, Birkin 30 becoming hard to find, I have to say, right, okay, usually we find them, your Birkin black is usually in smaller sizes like the 5, right, okay, I suppose because more and more people are looking for smaller bags, right, okay, so that the 30 and all that are becoming kind of hard to find, a basic, well, it's a basic black bag, right, okay, but it's still one of the top colors, classic neutral shades from Hermes. So very in demand, okay, a Birkin 30 black. Okay, now couple that with the chef leather and you have a forever bag with you here. Okay, so Birkin 30 black chef leather gold hardware year 2020, and the price of this is Singapore dollars 27,650. Right, okay. I mean, great for work. Right, okay. Of course, something like this you can sort of use it for any occasion. Okay, okay, hi dear. Okay, Sarismi, okay, has got a question. Can I check how much is the mini her bag just now? Of course, let me pick that up for you. So the all black mini her bag that I was sharing earlier is priced at 7,906 Singapore dollars. Okay, 7,960. Okay. One here. Okay. So yes. So this one, the one with the black enamel. Okay, black canvas and the black leather. Price on this, right? Okay, 7,960, and that is for purchase by cash or bank transfer, right? Okay, so those would be the best price that I would be sharing with you for today's show. It is for cash or bank transfer, right? Now I do have other her bags also available if you're looking for a black and white combination, or a bronze with black leather and palladium hardware. Okay, now this one is a little special, like I mentioned, because of the black enamel hardware that I have there. Right, okay, you can see there. So this is a little bit more special here. Okay, so what other bags do I have to share with you? Right, okay. How about a mini Kelly? Right, okay. Okay, KJV Penna, right? I was asking caramel in chef. Unfortunately, that's the only chef leather in black that we have at the moment. Okay, I don't have now in chef leather here, right? Okay, you have mini bolly, black or grey color. My mini bolly, the mini bollies that I have with me at the moment, neutral colors would be nata and gold. Okay, let me show that. Okay, these two gorgeous mini bollies there, right? Okay, this is in chef leather as well, right? Okay, colors nata, that's right. Okay, and this is from the year 2022, right? And again, chef with gold hardware. Price is 8,600 Singapore dollars, okay, for cash or bank transfer. And then I've got this gold mini bolly, also with gold hardware, right? And this is a brand new piece. This is Evercolor leather, okay, Evercolor leather, as you can see there. And the price of this one is 10,890 Singapore dollars. Right, okay, so some lovely mini booty. Okay, you know the mini booty comes with a strap, right? Okay, so you can actually shoulder carry or even crossbody these bags as well. Now another mini booty that I do happen to have also, right? Okay, now this one is blue azure, leather is also ever color, right? Okay, and this is from the year 2018, right? Okay, if you like the pop of blue, this is at a very good price, right? Okay, it's going at 6,980 Singapore dollars. Okay, for this mini booty, palladium hardware, right, from the year 2018, comes with strap, box and 2 dust bags, right there. So if you're looking for a good deal, this is lovely piece here, ever color leather, and it's in blue, yeah, blue azure, pretty color there. Right. Okay, most welcome. Okay, for asking about these bags, right? Okay. Now, so today I'm actually showing bags, right? Okay, luxury bags that a little something special about them, right? Okay. If you enjoy bags that are a little unique, right? Okay, there's something, some detail about the bag, right? Okay, that makes it stand apart from others, right? Okay, so those are the bags that I have in mind that I want to share with you, right? Okay, so if you know other like-minded people who love such bags, please do share this live as well, so that they can enjoy them. Now these bags that I'm showing you are all available here at BJ Luxury, and also take a look at them on our website bjluxury.com, right? Or come and visit us here in the store, okay, at Pacific Plaza. Right, okay, so feel free to ask us or drop us a message so that we can get back to you with if you need any more details about these bags, or if you're keen on taking a look at any of these bags, photos and stuff like that. Right, okay. Okay, so this is also a very pretty piece. Now this is a mini 24, right? Okay. Now remember there are people coming in asking for mini set 24. Now that we have one, right? Okay, that means it. Right. Okay. So guys, if you were one of those who are looking for the mini set 24, come and take a look at this. Right. Okay. Now, not only is this a great size because you can hand carry it as it is, right? There's also a place for the straps now, so you can put in a lot of stuff, right? And look at the strap, right? Okay, now this is the mini 24 comes with a short strap. So let me just shoulder so that you can see how it is. So you can't crossbody this, yeah? Okay, so when you carry it, it's actually a shoulder carry bag. It would sit somewhere just at your waist, right? Okay, and I love the combination on this what do you call that, strap, right? Okay, makes it so much prettier than just your single color strap. So you have that, it's still the plastic, so you can't really tell. Okay, it's gold in the center with black, or the reverse of it, right? Okay, you get something like that, you get it more black. Okay, but personally I prefer the other side, right? Okay, this combination makes it look fun, sporty. Now imagine if you're dressed in all black, a pantsuit, something like that, right? Okay, this actually, it doesn't look all that casual, right? Okay, I have to say, it doesn't look all that casual. Look at that, and this is a brand new piece, yeah? Okay, give you the details on this. So it's a mini set 24, brand new piece from the year 2023. It's gold, ever color leather, and comes with original receipt, the strap, felt top box, cat card, and 2 dust bags. It's a brand new piece, full set. right? Okay, gold and color leather with palladium hardware and that really pretty strap, right? Okay, so this little detail, right? Okay, just by changing the details on the strap makes this stand out from the other mini 24. The price on Singapore dollars 12,990. Okay, 12,990 Singapore dollars. Okay, and a brand new piece like that there, right? Okay, so someone is asking for a mini body black. Okay, now I don't have a mini body black, but this is a micro mini body, right? Okay, again, one of a kind, highly collectible item. This one, right? Okay, it's a vintage micro mini body, right? Okay, black box scarf. Okay, comes with a strap there. You can see how cute is that, right? Okay. This is from the year 1960s. Yes. Okay, so this is from the year 1966. That's why I said this is a highly collectible. If you're a vintage Hermes collector, for example, okay, this is from the 1960s. Right, okay, way before I was born. Yay. Okay, black box scarf, and this is micro mini. Let me just compare this with the current mini boys. Okay, so this is micro mini body, okay, the new one that we have, and this is the micro mini mini body from the year 1966. You can see the difference there, right? Okay, look at that, size wise, height, okay, even the base. Okay, look at the difference. Okay, how cute is that? From the year 1966 is priced at 6,100 Singapore dollars. Right? Okay, like I mentioned, this is something very, very rare. Right? Okay, I didn't know they used to make this sort of mini bags in 1960s. Right? Okay, I always thought that that was a time when people had all big bags. So something like this from 1966 is indeed very hard to find and very, very rare. Okay, just adding to the how to say, allure of such a bag, right? Okay, the history, and just the beauty of vintage Hermes bags. 1966. This is like 60 years old. Yeah, close. 50 plus years old, right? Okay, lovely. Just to let you know. I don't mind the company, just to let you know. Okay, so talking about highly collectible stuff, right? Okay, now this is called Kelly Guinness. Right? You might have heard the term. Okay, so this one is a Kelly 35. Right, okay, and it is such a pretty combination. So the color is called rosy. Right, okay, the body color is called rosy, and it's got a ruche H trim to it, right? Okay, now what is a Guinness? It's basically a Kelly or any model. So you've got Birkin Guinness, you've got Kelly Guinness, right? Okay, Kelly Guinness, size 35, right? Okay, it actually refers to almost like a lacy sort of a design, okay, that runs the trim, okay. At the back as well, let me show you the back. It's even more obvious in the back. Right, okay. Now I could bring it up close. Alright, okay, I have two cameras here, so I have to do it part by part, right? Okay, so please do excuse me for look at that, how pretty that is. Okay, when I come up close, you can immediately see the details, right? Okay, and this is literally hand, done, right? Okay, every detail on this, right? Okay, is hand stitched. Right, okay, now this particular piece is a 2013. Right, okay, so this is a Kelly 35 Gillis. Rosy, is this swift leather? Yes, okay, so the body itself is swift leather. Right, okay, and then you have this lovely hinge trim that goes on. Right, okay. This comes with original receipt, strap, pochette, lock keys, felt lock, rain protector, care card. Okay, and it has gone to recently, so it has got a Hermes receipt as well. Okay, everything, so it's been cleaned, it's been polished. You can see the difference. Okay, as I lift it up, because I'm trying to catch the light so that you can see there is a slight imprint, okay, of the base of Adego. Okay, there is a slight imprint. However, generally the bag itself, right, okay, when you carry it is in.
It depends on individual.
It's a 12-year-old bag, okay, and it's in beautiful, excellent condition, really.
There are some scratches and
Okay,
all.
so palladium hardware, again, it's been to the spa, so it is clean and it looks really shiny right now.
Change it to the
Right, okay, and this is how
she wants the vintage.
now this is a statement piece, right? Okay, this is truly a statement piece. If you were to carry this and carry size 35, mind you, right? Okay, and the price of this is 11,680 Singapore dollars. Okay, 11,680 Singapore dollars. Right? Okay, lovely piece there.
This is chef
Right, so a Kelly 35 Gillis. Right, and you get that extremely pretty detail running all around at the base as well. There you go to see at the back. You know what it reminds me of? Cowboy boots. Whenever I see a Gillis, that's the first thing that pops up in my mind. Okay, you know, like Baroque shoes, men's shoes as well. Okay, or cowboy boots have this leather trim, at the top that sort of just makes it so cool. Right, okay, so you get the same effect with the Kelly 35 Gillis that I have here, okay, because of that design, and even more beautiful
It's
the back.
very difficult to find. There is always
Look at that,
chef
lovely.
collectors out there.
Yes.
So this is a good investment piece as compared to a vintage box.
Of course, the other limited and hard to find Kelly model with Lakis. Right, okay, we've had, ever since I've been showing this, we've had requests, mostly from the guys, they want a bigger, Kelly Lakis. Okay, they're asking for like 40 and 5 onwards, right, okay? So the dark brown Kelly Lakis that we had is so lovely, right, okay? But this one, okay, is more for the ladies, I would say, because it's a size 32, right? Okay, and Lakis actually comes with leather, short leather strap. Okay, unlike the Kelly Amazon that comes with woolen strap, right? Okay, this one actually comes with a leather strap. Okay, it is swift leather. You have the signature 2 pockets, the front and another pocket at the back, right? Okay, and Kelly 32 Lakis, palladium hardware. Now the color is blue. You feel it's like a covert. Right, okay, it's got a greenish blue sort of shade to it. Right, okay, with the palladium hardware. And this is from the year 2011. The Lakis is actually a discontinued model from Hermes. Right, okay, it's a great work or travel bag. Right, okay, because it's got so many pockets, you can actually put your own stuff. Yeah. And price of this is 23,800. Okay, 23,800 Singapore dollars. Right. So the Lakis. Now, even if you were to request, they don't even do it for next orders and stuff like that. So the Kelly Lakis is truly a discontinued model that you can only find, in the secondary market, and more often than not in a used condition. Okay. So again highly collectible, right? Okay, because the rarity of finding a Kelly Lapis, right? Okay, now all this, I think like the 20s, 2011 to 2012, 13, right? Okay, were like the golden age of it was so many of those bags that are popular right now, right? Okay, or highly sought after right now, were all made from that time, right? A lot of I would say iconic things like Hermes collection, the colors even that was released, the models like the Lakis, the Lindy was introduced at the same point of time. Okay, like the Davis that I shared with you earlier, right? The designers, the creativity was just through the roof, right? Okay, because the Kelly and the Birkin, the model had the shape and things, the design had changed for decades, right? Okay, so this young teen kids who sort of just increase the beauty of these bags, it just increase the love for the sake, right? Okay, with all that beautiful design and details that were incorporated into classic Kelly and Birkin models, right? Okay, so Lakis was born. Right? Okay, they've got your Birkin clubs or stuff like that. All this from that 5 years, okay, between 2010 and 2015, right? Okay, so many beautiful bags and models and colors and all were introduced. Right, okay, so a lot of the bags that we have here that classify as being rare or highly collectible actually comes from around that time. So this is another Kelly. Right, okay. Now when this bag came in, we were all drooling over this bag, right? Okay. And the first check for, right? Okay. Hey, is this a special order? Okay. Now special order you have a horseshoe stand, right? Okay. Because this really looked like a special order. Okay. Number one, the color, right? This is the color is called faux. It is not gold, right? Okay, so it's really a rich, deep sort of brown. Now the leather is tan black, right? Okay, so it's a smooth leather, as you can see there. Okay, so again, tan black actually has got this shine to it, right? Okay, palladium hardware. Right, so now check for the whole okay. Closer. Right, okay. Do you realize the stitching? The stitching is in pink. Right, okay. So it is faux, tan black leather with pink stitching. And I was like, why is there pink stitching? Right, okay. Now I flip the handle. What do you see? Do you see that sort of a dark red under there? Right, okay, now. So the underside of this handle is in a different color. And then we opened up the bag. Look at that. Okay, so the interior follows the handle. You get this beautiful, I think it's rubis. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's rubis or rouge brunette, okay? But it's that pretty red color. That's why you have the stitching, okay, in pink or dark red. I think it's pink. Right, okay, so it's such a beautiful combination. Right, okay, so this comes with strap, crochet lock keys, rain protector, and two dust bags. Okay. What color is the strap? I'm going to check on that. Okay, so the strap also full. The pink stitching is even more obvious on this, right? Okay, you can see that. You see it? Okay, so it's that red. Actually, it's not pink. I think it's red. Red stitching on it. Right? Okay, so it really pops. Right? Okay, and personally, I love the colorful. It reminds me of that pink. Okay, so you know, right? Okay, so it's like a color of deer, a deer skin, right? Okay, So whenever I imagine how a deer would look, right, okay, this is color that I imagine it would look like, okay, and with that shine as well on the coat. Okay, so this one is tat black leather, Kelly 35.
Go for color touch up. Just
Okay, so this is a Kelly 35. Tat black in full with this beautiful contrast stitching, because look at that, the underside of the hand as well as the interior. Right, so imagine if you use your bag and that flaps up and then you see this gorgeous color there. Right, okay, again a lovely statement piece, Kelly 35. Right, look at that. And condition also, because it's with part, right, okay, you know you're getting it in very good condition. Price on this is Singapore dollars 11,690. Okay, 11,690 Singapore dollars. Right, okay. And this is from the year 2011. Okay, it's from the year 2011.
How about the Kelly?
Very pretty.
The Kelly?
Okay.
The like
And the
actual
feel of this,
collection,
right, okay, tat black leather, okay, the feel of this is so buttery as well. Right, okay, beautiful piece here. Come on, come and get this and enjoy. If you don't mind the size, Kelly 35, right, okay, this is a beautiful piece to own, right. Now with bags like this, right, okay, makes you realize what is all, why is everybody, talking about Hermes, okay. So you get to see the quality of the craftsmanship, right, okay, quality of the leather itself, right, okay, is also very evident in pieces like this, right. So and the older pieces that brings out the beauty of the leather goods, Hermes is so famous for, right, okay, the color works combination. And I'm a size that are unique. I don't like to carry bags that are the same as everybody else, right? Okay. So when a bag has got this beautiful details, I am like, oh, that's the bag that I want, right? Okay. So come and get this. Right, okay, so I'm going to drop out the mini Kelly again. I tried to earlier, right, okay, but then I was distracted by a question on the mini booties, right, okay. So, again, this is very fun mini Kelly. The color of this is rose azali, right, okay, with a purple trim and gold hardware, right. So, if you are the sort of person who looks for fun and interesting pieces, right? Okay, this combination is really fun. Let me show you the back. There you go. Okay, Epsom leather, gold hardware, right? Rose azali is the main body color, and it comes with purple trim, right? And this is from the year 2021. Let me hold that up for you so while I read out. Take a look at the back while I read out the details. Okay, it comes with original receipt, felt top box, cut, and Cuba specs. Basically, it's a full set, yeah, from the year 2021. Mini Kelly, you can see on the sides. Right? And price on this is 28,700 for purchase by cash or bank transfer. Right, okay, another free piece there. Hermes is one of those few luxury bags that have a variety of colors, not just your blacks and your golds and your whites, right? Okay, they really do let you have a whole, as they say, okay, when you go and get a special order, you have a whole swatch of colors and leathers that you can play around with, right? And some you get to enjoy unique combinations, right? Okay, so a bag like this, you know for sure it's a unique combination. Okay. And yes, just as I suspected, okay, you can see the horseshoe stamp right there. Okay, so it tells me that this was a special order, right? Okay. So horseshoe, Hermes horseshoe stamp bag, of course, as you know, highly coveted, right? Okay, because the value of such a bag will actually be higher, and also in the resale market, it's all about supply and demand, right? Okay, so the more hard it is to find, right? Okay, the more valuable the bag is, and as such, horseshoe stamp bags, right? Okay, are literally one of a kind, makes them very, very rare indeed. Okay, right? Okay, so if you are a couple, right, and you're looking for a mini caddy that has got a lovely combination, unique to itself, okay, horseshoe stamp here with Rosa Zali and purple details, such as the sides, the sangles, the handle, and the strap would be in purple, right? Okay, Epsom leather from the year 2021, full set, right? And price is 28,700. Okay, then get to enjoy this pretty bag here. I've been sharing with you all these Hermes beauties, right? Okay, we also do have some highly coveted Chanel bags, right? Okay, and again, details, right? Okay, Chanel bags, right? It could be a flat bag, could be a classic or single flat or 2.55, right? Okay, but the details on these bags make every one very, very unique, right? Okay, so this one that I have here, right? Okay, is a flat bag, so you can see medium size, right? And you can see it's black calfskin. Yes, aged calfskin. What makes this right? Okay, let me show you the chain of this. Right, immediately you notice what's unique about this. It's all black. Okay, so the leather, of course, inside is black, follows the body. Right, okay, usually you would have a shiny gold or silver metal chain running along with it, but this one is a black hardware. Right, even the eyelets around the chain is black. Your center turn lock, okay, is black as well, and giving it a very, very cool sort of vibe, right? So nothing shiny about this, right? Everything is black, and this is from the year 2017. Okay, it's a full set, and the price of this is 7,600 Singapore dollars. Right, okay, medium size, okay, 7,600. So if you're a person who doesn't have shiny gold chain that Chanel usually come with, okay, you're looking for something a little bit more understated, this one is black. If I turn the back, you can see against my black jacket bag, right, okay, how the black chain and black leather bag stands out. Okay, at 7,600 right now, Singapore dollars, that's for purchase with cash or bank transfer. Okay, you can see space here. So it's a classic flat bag and medium size, aged calfskin, 7,600. Okay, so this something like this actually retails for like 12,000 right now. Okay, so interior also all black. Don't have the red burgundy interior. Okay, the interior is also in black. Okay, there you go. You can see it there, right? 7,600. Actually, we happen to have two all so black Chanels. Now this one again is a 2.55, okay, aged calfskin, right, okay, blue size as well, and black chevron design there, okay, and again your 2.55, okay, this is even more beautiful if you ask me, right, okay, that black hardware, look at that. Okay, when I turn that in the light, you can see the details on this. Right, okay, it's titanium metal, it's totally black, right? Almost like, it looks like a ceramic, you know your ceramic watch strap in black, okay? It looks like that, right? Okay, but of course with the Chanel links, the 2.55 links, easily recognizable there. You can see it's very soft, right? Okay, the hardware, and just works wonderfully with this aged black calfskin, the chevron design, and of course the Mademoiselle lock, also in black. You can see that. Okay, easy to use. Interior, right? Okay, again also black, right? Okay, they follow through. When the hardware and all are black, you of course get the interior black as well, right? Okay, you can even see the Chanel there, right? Okay, just etched, you see, in the black center turn. Okay, very pretty piece again. And this one, okay, the price is also very, very pretty. Okay, this stuff is going for Singapore dollars 6,390. Right, okay, 6,390 for this medium edged calfskin, black chevron design with black hardware, as you can see there. Now this bag actually retails for 10,800 right now. Okay, 10,800 right now, right? But it's available at BJ Luxury here for 6,300 Singapore dollars. Okay, black medium size. Okay, love the hardware. That's black. Right. A little bit more understated, right? Okay, it's not so shiny, right? Like a gold or even a silver metal, right? Can look a little too shiny. So if you're a person, right, okay, that needs to match your jewels, for example, with the hardware, and you sort of mix between gold and silver. Okay, so black hardware on your bags, right, makes it clear. Right? You don't have to choose between either gold or silver metal. Right? So it sort of saves you the trouble of needing to match. Okay, it looks very lovely. Right, okay, medium 2.55 black aged calfskin chevron. Price on this right now is 6,390 Singapore. Right, okay, retail price at the Chanel boutique for something like this is 10,800. $4,500 price difference. Price difference itself, right, okay, is 4,500. So right now this one is going to 6,390 Singapore dollars here at BJ Luxury, right, okay, a nice piece there. So what other unique pieces do we have here, okay, or highly collectible? How about something that is in ostrich leather, okay, not that easy to find. Okay, a mini Lindy in ostrich leather, look at that, okay, and with gold hardware, brand new piece, right? Color is called Beton, show you there, right? And this is from year 2024. Full set, and the price of this is 23,970. Brand new ostrich leather, Beton. The color, gold hardware. Yeah. Okay. So your mini Lindy is actually a bag that comes with a long strap. You're meant to cross-body this or shoulder carries. Okay, and you know, ostrich leather, among all the exotic leather, ostrich leather is like one of the easiest exotic leathers to use and to maintain. Okay, it is relatively water resistant, right? Okay, and it's a hardy leather. Right? Keeps the shape well. Right? Okay, you don't have to worry about scratching it and stuff like that. Look at that. Okay, color's Beton, and this is ostrich leather. Again, some people don't really love the dots on the ostrich leather, but in this case, right, color is not that obvious. You have to agree. So you see, when it's a little further away, you don't really see the dots on the ostrich. Right? Okay, for that reason, the color, right, works very well with this particular leather. So there we go. Mini Lindy Beton in ostrich leather with gold hardware, new piece, full set, price at 23,970. Right? Okay, the new piece there. Right, so another thing that is quite rare to find, okay, would be a Birkin sandwich, right? Now you know your Birkin usually has got rounded edges. Okay, now this one is a Cellier model Epsom, which means it's got straight edges as you can see there, clean lines, and the colours are in Etan with gold hardware, right, Epsom leather. You can see this, and this is from the year 2023. Right, comes with original receipt, pochette lock keys, hot box, haircut, and 2 dust bags. Right now, there's been some whispering around saying that they are no longer going to be making Birkin Cellier models. Right, okay, we do not know how true that is. Okay, but we've been hearing little chirp from the birdies out there. Right, okay, now if that were true, this are going to be so rare, right? Because a Birkin Cellier is actually a really great formal piece to own, right? Okay, especially a color like this, Etan, with gold hardware, right? And from the year 2020, it was relatively a new bag, right? And Birkin 25, beautiful size, color, model, right hardware, gold hardware here, okay, and in Singapore dollars, 31,290. Okay, so this is a brand new piece. Yeah, okay, 31,290 Singapore dollars for Birkin 25. Epsom leather, Etan is the color. So Etan is like a cool grey compared to Etude, which is a warm grey, right? Because it's got a sort of brown undertone to that grey color Etude. Whereas your Etan has got more of a grey sort of undertones, is considered shade there. Right. So beautiful piece there. Okay. Whether or not Birkin Celliers are going to be in production, we're not sure. Right, okay, with just some things that we've heard. Right, okay. So here you go. This is also a nice piece. With a show called Rare and Hard to Find Birkin Bags, okay, I could not include this beautiful vintage mini Kelly, right? Okay, so this is Kelly from the year 2003, right? Okay, it's an ostrich leather. The color is called cognac. It's with gold hardware. Okay, you can see that unlike the current mini Kellys, it doesn't have the top handle, right? Okay, what it does have is a short strap. Now you cannot detach this; it's permanently attached to the mini case, right? Okay, this is so pretty, right? And you can actually fit in a lot of things because the base is actually kind of broad, right? Okay, so this is a mini Kelly, cognac ostrich leather with gold hardware from the year 2003. This comes with the box dust bag, right? Okay, truly this is what, 22 years old, right? Okay, so this bag is 22 years old. Right? This is right now is 32,950. Okay, 32,950 for this pretty mini Kelly vintage ostrich leather bag. Right? You can actually hand carry this, right? Okay, it's very ladylike, and of course you can shoulder this as well. Now, so 22-year-old ostrich leather, you can see how it has actually changed, become dark, right? Okay, and it's very even. It's not patchy or anything like that, even at the back, right? Okay, so this has been well taken care of. The leather itself is still in pretty good condition as well, right? Okay, so very rare mini vintage from the year 2003, and the price of this is 32,950 Singapore dollars. Okay, so yeah, so some of the rare and unique clothes that we have here at BJ Luxury, right? Okay, it helps us. I mean, I wanted to feature some of these bags because they are, you know, just absolutely drop dead gorgeous, right? Okay, and I wanted to highlight them to you so that you can also enjoy seeing these beautiful bags that we have with us here at BJ, right? Okay, so I'll see you next week for some very special show that I have next week actually. So do remember to like and follow us so that you'll know what show about that show that's coming up next week, the live show. Right, okay, so thank you and I'll see you next week. Bye.